Tonight, with major fires on both ends of California, the worst may still be to come.
We have the most significant wind event in Los Angeles of the year that will be starting this evening.
The biggest blaze, the Kincaid Fire, burning in Sonoma County, growing overnight, now more than 75,000 acres, threatening more than 90,000 structures. Air quality a major concern. At this couple's wedding, masks were handed out to guests. The Kincaid Fire has now been burning 6 days. 150,000 people remain under evacuation orders.
Really frustrated. Just not knowing what to do. Yeah, living paycheck to paycheck and, not having enough money to go somewhere else.
Frustration mounting with utility company PG&E, which has been cutting off power. Tonight, 1.5 million are in the dark. The company's equipment already believed to be the cause of 3 fires. And in Southern California, the Getty Fire, now 15% contained.
The firefighters right now literally in a race against time. They're no longer battling those huge, brilliant flames, but smoldering pieces, hot spots that could ignite the next fire once the winds arrive.
Tonight, wind gusts could reach 80 miles an hour in the mountains surrounding L.A.
We're very concerned about the events tonight.
Ralph Terrazas is the chief of the L.A. Fire Department.
What's your big fear tonight when the winds kick up as forecast?
Well, my big fear at this fire here, the Getty Fire, is not completely cold, and that the embers are going to blow downwind and start another fire.
A transmission pole is thought to have sparked this fire late Sunday.
A lot of these folks got out just in the nick of time. You had some elderly folks. Can you talk about the rescues at the height of this?
We had 17 rescue missions. We sent up an ambulance along with an EMS captain to every one of those addresses and helped those people evacuate the area.
90-year-old Nola Highland says she had no other way out.
Were you able to grab anything or bring anything with you?
My purse and some money.
That was it.
That's it.
With another dangerous night expected, officials are pleading with residents under evacuation orders not to return home. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.